black woman, you know. I'm gonna feel like a real king now there.
A very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who celebrate Easter, happy Easter to you. But you know, I don't celebrate the pagan holiday. I've heard in recent days about the murder of Khanice Jackson by a man known as Robert Backra Fowler. And the story's all over the news, and there's a whole lot of conspiracy theories going on as to what happened or what did not happen, and who is privy as a vlogger to first-hand information. Well, what I'm going to read to you today is not first-hand information, it's information from a Yard Height newspaper. I know it's all over other news, but I want to read to you from the Yard Height newspaper what has now further developed into threats, supposedly, by the girlfriend of Robert Backra Fowler. Let me go to the news and share what the news have to say, and then I'm going to give you my commentary. Robert Fowler's girlfriend and family are being threatened after his action caused widespread outrage all over the island. He confessed to killing Khanice Jackson, the 20-year-old accountant from Portmore, St. Catherine. While many persons are calling for the death penalty in this case, some persons are going further, threatening his family as they seek to react in a jungle justice manner. His girlfriend was the first person he reportedly confessed to after the news about Khanice's death was heard on the news. She is extending condolences to Khanice's family, even though she didn't know her, as she didn't know he would do what he did, and if she had known, she would tell him not to do it. She said he was a caring father to his children, and she was shocked when she heard about what he did. Many have sought to demonize her for being with him as they tried to make her life miserable. He has 3 children, 2 daughters and a son. The daughters are aged 16 and 10. He's normally a quiet man, according to his girlfriend of multiple years. He's very kind, and even though it is being said that he was a violent man, he was in a common law relationship for 5 years with her. He was also previously in a 15-year relationship. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of Jamaicans don't know about supposedly serial killers. Many serial killers who have killed multiple times had led pretty normal, sometimes Christian, sometimes Muslim, sometimes you name it. They live normal, quiet, decent lives with their family and children. So it is not odd for a man to be living a normal life with his girlfriend and go out there and allegedly kill someone. It is a very sad case indeed, and we just want to say condolences at this time goes out to the family, and we hope you can pull through this in this very troubled time. We also notice where the Prime Minister paid the family a visit, and we commend the Prime Minister for that. But we've also seen in often times where similar cases that warrants the presence of the Prime Minister, or because we know the Prime Minister cannot be everywhere at the same time, but at least a representative from the office of the Prime Minister offering condolences to the many women and children and male who have lost their life violently to gunmen. And we have not seen this type of approach. We hope this now will be the new norm when it comes to the Prime Minister, showing some compassion and being the leader that he's supposed to be. Go out there and actually meet and greet and talk to the people of Jamaica about what is happening in this country. We applaud the Prime Minister. Of course, we know that he is working assiduously to flatten the curve, supposedly, so to speak. And we see he's making effort in that regard, and we applaud him for that. But Mr. Prime Minister, I'm also saying that, more effort needs to be made in investigating and preventing crime, reaching out to families who have lost loved ones, reaching out to family who have missing loved ones, as in the case of Jean Watt, Bunny Wailer's wife, and of course Jasmine Dean. We'd only hope that this new norm that we see with the Prime Minister continues, because our citizens right now, yes, they're worried about this pandemic, but more so they're worried about this everyday wanton killing of our citizens. We've noticed also the Prime Minister came out and condemned certain dancehall music as playing a pivotal role in what is happening. And we also saw where Movado writes into the Prime Minister stating his grounds. And let me go again to the Yard Eye newspaper for this story. And it reads, Movado writes statement to Andrew Onus about blaming high crime rate on gun lyrics. Movado is not agreeing with what the Prime Minister of Jamaica is saying about the violent dancehall songs contributing to the high crime rate on the island. The Jamaican Star published an article earlier today highlighting the remarks from Mr. Onus a day ago while in the House of Parliament. Movado, after reading the news story, posted an image of the article on his Instagram and stated, "Why is this man blaming crime on music? Every Prime Minister that the people vote in, when them get them blood clot seat to work, them feel and come point fingers. Well, we're pointing right back at you." According to the Prime Minister, the criminals are indirectly influenced by the lyrics of the entertainers, and it is also degrading the culture of the island. The Gully Side artist did not stop there. He went on to ask, what about all the grants that you and your parliamentarians get to take care of crime? Billions. That has nothing to do with entertainment. No one voted for us to lead. That's your job. What you need to do is clean up your corrupted government and stop intimidating the people. Tired of you. At Andrew Onus, JM. Movado was sure to tag Andrew Onus in his comments, letting everyone know who he's directly talking to. Well, I've always said this from time to time, that the mind of some of these youngsters listening to dancehall music, and I'm not knocking the artists, because most of these artists sings on life experiences. And if only the youngsters can see it as life experiences and take heed from it. But we must admit to the fact that some of these youngsters, their mind, they're very gullible. The mind or the brain is like sponge. And they actually, literally act out some of the things that they hear in some of these music. Let's be frank and be honest about that. I'm a youth advocate. I love youngsters. At 64 years old, I think that I'm still a young man. I wish I was. And I grieve and I feel it for the loss of lives. Doesn't matter whether you're a young person, or old person, middle-aged, baby, girl, women. Doesn't matter. It touches the core of my heart. And that is why I've not been doing any videos lately talking about the high crime rate and what is happening to our people in Jamaica. So, Jamaica, I want to hear your version on this. Is Movado completely correct in his statement to the Prime Minister? Or is the Prime Minister completely correct in his statement to the Jamaican people that indirectly dancehall music plays some part? I'll leave this one up to you, because you know my grounds already. I think that music, and that is why good sweet reggae music are not being played on the radio station as they ought to, because when reggae music hits you, you feel no pain. You know, it open up your mind and let you think, and make you become creative and turn your hand make fashion. And we understand the pain that each of us are facing, and let's feel it for our brother. Let's be a brother's keeper. Let's love each other. That was the essence of the good old sweet reggae music. As for dancehall, I love some of the 90s dancehall music, suggestive lyrics, lyrics that you have to think in order to find out what the artist is really saying. But some of these lyrics, to be honest with you, and I'm being very honest, I'm looking straight at you and I'm telling you, some of these lyrics are so cold and so cruel, and you can actually see it being acted out in the streets, in the crime-infested streets that we see today. I'm going to leave with this to most of those youngsters, those wannabe gangsters, those misguided youths. Think about your future. Think about the consequences of your actions. Think about what you have seen that happened to thousands of your friends that have gone on before you. Think before you make any move, because we're living in a serious time, and we're not in the days when people could reason and chat and have a good one and talk over some things. We're in an age where the least little thing is the killy mentality. We pray and we hope and we work assiduously and we go into the street and we encourage the Prime Minister to put away some money in, not just to fight crime, but to prevent crime. Social intervention, serious social intervention. Get motivational speaker involved. Get people who really care about their community involved, and see if we can stem this. Culture plays a very, very, very important role, because we know that we have the informal culture, Fidai. We know that we have the homosexual culture, Fidai. We know that we have many cultures in this country. And not until we ease the mindset of some of our youngsters who are not getting now even an opportunity to go to school. They're going to school online. But let's see if we can work on the youngsters and see if we can build this country back to where it ought to be. Our foreparents or forefathers or ancestors, some of them have bled and died for this country. Let's at least respect them and carry on the tradition of Jamaica, no problem. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Please like, share, and make your comment in this video. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, now is the time to do so. That's the nana bun and cheese, you know. But uno, enjoy it, yeah? That's the fine.